Chapter 7. The Intelligence of Choice. We commence this series by stating that the reality of our existence comes from an awareness of it. That faculty of awareness is referred to as cognitive intelligence. We conclude the series by looking at how human intelligence differs from that of the rest of creation. Ours differs in that it comes packaged with a feature unique to human beings, namely free will or choice. It is through this minuscule intelligence that the door of understanding the existence of a phenomenally greater supreme intelligence responsible for the creation of all around us is opened. It is this intelligence that God, through His communications, prompts us to use in order to find and realize Him. Intelligence is the ability to observe, think, to reason, and deduce. Intelligence can express itself in the form of choice. I can choose to eat a rotten apple, for instance, or not to eat it. Likewise, can an animal which is also endowed with a very basic form of intelligence. It is in the matter of the spectrum of choice that we part ways from other living creatures, for human choice is endowed with the further unique capacity to accept or transgress divine law. All living creatures submit to the Creator by following the physical laws created by God. To Him belongs whosoever is in the heavens and the earth. All obey His will. The rest of creation, however, are neither rewarded nor punished for their submission, for it does not involve the exercise of free will. Reward and punishment are for those who choose to conduct themselves in accordance with God's prescribed will, to submit to His moral and religious laws, or not to, of their own free will. This submission is the essence of the message of all the messengers sent by God to guide humankind. Another name for this system of submission is religion. The human range of choice comes with a moral dimension coupled to forces of good and evil. Unlike angels who are created to be good and obedient, we and jinn could choose to turn with love to the Creator, or we could turn away from Him. Do whatever you will. There is no compulsion in religion. The right direction is henceforth distinct from error, and he who rejected false deities and believeth in Allah hath grasped a firm handhold which will never break. Allah is hearer, knower. The truth has come from your sustainer. Let then him who wills believe in it, and let him who wills reject it. Verily, we have shown him the way. Whether he be grateful or ungrateful rests on his will. These revelations clearly state that God has communicated the answers to the human being's quest and guided him in his search for answers, but he is compelled neither to accept guidance nor to fall into misguidance. We have shown man the path of truth and the path of falsehood. He may choose either the path of guidance and offer the thanks, or choose the path of ingratitude. Now that we know that we are endowed with the intelligence of choice, like in all matters of options, consequences must flow from the exercise of choice depending on the choices adopted. It follows, therefore, that if human beings are endowed with a capacity to do good or evil during their lifetime, then there must be a reward for good choices and punishment for wrong conduct. In other words, accountability for the way we choose to spend our lives. For the process of accountability to kick in, there has to be a cutoff point. Death is the cutoff point at which free will ceases and accountability sets in. Death of the body cannot thus be the end of life, but the commencement of the moment of reckoning. After all, what good would there be in good or bad conduct if there were to be no score sheets? If there was no reward nor punishment for the exercise of those choices, then the whole value of life and its purpose would become meaningless. If there were to be no difference in outcomes, whether we live a life of virtue or vice, if everyone's fate was the same, the selfish, the brute, the unjust, the ruthless, the cruel, the cheat and the killer would equal the generous, the compassionate, the loving, the caring, the humble, the kind, and the good. So life and free will as we experience it now are a stage of test from God. So did you think that we created you for nothing and that you will not be brought back to us? The soul is brought into this world. It is given an enormously sophisticated, computerized and free-thinking vehicle together with a manual and roadmap of revelations to guide us through the journey. The journey is not an easy one, for it comes with its trials and tribulations. Glad tidings await those who endure it with patient perseverance. Be sure we shall test you with something of fear and hunger, some loss in goods or lives, or the fruits of your toil. But give glad tidings to those who patiently persevere. On the question of free will, it is appropriate to observe at this juncture that God has endowed us with the ability to make choices, not predetermined our choices and options, and since He is omniscient, having infinite awareness, knowledge and insight of the choices we make. His ability of knowing our future does not in any way restrict us from acting as a free agent in this universe. For were He to predetermine our choices, there would no longer be free will or choices, would they? Nor would it be just to face punishment for choices already predetermined. An important dimension of this discourse is the question of belief. Belief is in essence a matter of choice. Inasmuch as God has communicated with humankind by revelation, there is much that He has left upon the human being to accept or reject, belief in Him being the chief amongst them. If all was communicated to us unequivocally, there would be not much purpose in our being endowed with the faculty of choice, would there? There would be no need to exercise our intellect in order to seek Him from amongst the many signs He has provided, would there? There would not be much to strive for beyond the death of the body, would there? In conclusion, all of creation submits to His will, except for human beings and jinn, who have been given a limited range of choice in which we are free to believe or not to, as a matter of test. In submitting to His will in the manner He has prescribed, we not only become good and worthy human beings, but also act in harmony with the rest of creation. We submit to His will. Thus, in being good, can we reap other than good? Is there any reward for good other than good? God's reassurance to us by direct revelation.